like 10 o'clock at night. Well, it's kind of late for me, but anyway. So yeah, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing well, this video is a bit different because one, it's kind of like a few tips. We've never done a video like this before. Two, I'm just on my own because Megan's not really feeling well, and it's kind of late. I was in bed and I was just like, you know what, let me record. I was actually just messing on FaceTime, and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna record a video. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So anyway, I have a piece of paper here with some tips that I wrote down about 5 minutes ago, and I'm just gonna get straight into it. So this video is basically 10 tips about girls or boys, to be honest. I think it can relate to boys as well, but anyway, for them starting secondary school. For people in different countries, I don't know what you call that, to be honest. If you know what it is, if anybody knows what they are, put in the comment section below, because I haven't got a clue. I think secondary school is the same in England. America's high school. Anyway, so the first tip that I have wrote down here is, to be honest, I didn't write them in order, but I'm just gonna put down what I have because they all make sense. So the first one I have is put your head down. I don't mean like, you know, dedicate yourself to school 100%, because some of you might know that I haven't even completed secondary school. I left and I went back and I left again, and it's been a disaster. But I mean put your head down as in focus from the start, because that's one thing that I definitely didn't do. And I think, not that it would have made a difference if I hadn't known that before, because, you know, obviously my parents and all would have told me that that's what you need to do, but I just never actually like listened to anybody. I don't know, I was a bit stubborn. So yeah, I mean something like along the lines of just when, like, if you have work, like, just do it, kind of just do what you're told to a certain extent in school. Don't like not do anything you're told. Like, if you have 5 questions, at least do 4 of them, like, or 3 of them. Like, at least do something so that you're not getting in trouble all the time. Like, put your head down and try focus as much as you can in school. It will really pay off when it comes to like exams and stuff. So tip number 2 I have is to get involved. I think in my school there wasn't much to get involved with except sport activities, and I'm not a very sporty person. I was into like Gaelic. For you that don't know what that is, it's an Irish sport. I did play Gaelic for a while, but it was like they started putting the training at like 7 a.m. in the morning, and I just couldn't get up that early to go to training, so I just gave that up. So like, you know, little tips like that, if there was other things to be involved with. And you know, there actually wasn't anything to be involved with unless you were involved in sports. So I went with another girl to the principal, and we made our own committee about people who are not involved in sport, which was actually an amazing, I think it has been a great progression in the school. I'm not in the school anymore, so I'm not too sure, but you know, get involved as much as you can, even if it's like, you know, just putting jerseys into the locker rooms. Like, just try and do something that you'll feel more connected with the school, because I really did feel like the school was against me, which is not true. So just don't just try and make yourself not feel like that, because you know, people do, you get kind of isolate yourself from everything if you're not involved, like doing any team activities and stuff like that. So really try get involved. Number 3 that I have down here is to try not to impress everybody around you. This is also another big thing that majority of people in schools actually do, and believe it or not, like even the people that seem like they're real quiet, they're trying to impress somebody or a few people in some kind of way. Like, for example, it could be in the smallest ways, like, you know, just try and keep to yourself and be who you are. Like, I don't know why I keep flashing this, but anyway, just try be who you are. So don't try to impress other people. Like, if other people are like, oh, I'm not doing that homework, like, just do it. I used to be like, oh, I'm not doing the homework, and then people be like, oh, I'm not doing the homework as well, or somebody will be like, I'm not doing the homework, and I'll be like, yeah, me either. If they're not doing it, I'm not doing it. and then we go in the next day and they'll actually have the homework done, and I'll just look like an idiot because I'm the only one that doesn't have it done. So just try and be yourself, don't impress anybody, even if it's as much as like putting something in the bin, like, because I know loads of people do that. They don't put stuff in the bin, they'll just throw on the floor, and you know, there'll be one thing that they'll do and you'll copy them and then you'll get in trouble, not them. It's always the way. So just be yourself, do not try to impress anybody. Like, don't try act like the class clown, and like that's another thing that loads of people do. If you're not that funny, like, don't act like the class clown to get yourself in trouble, because obviously you're making all them laugh and you're making friends as well with it, but nobody really cares what happens to you. They're going to laugh at the joke because it's not them going to get in trouble, it's going to be you. So be yourself. Don't ever try and do too much. Do as much as you can, but don't ever, like, if you're getting stressed, just stop and go back to it when you feel less stressed. If you can't, like, if you're struggling with something, just do what you can do. So if you get questions and you're struggling with some of them, you're struggling with the first and second one, keep going down the page, you'll understand one of them, or ask for some help at home. Just do as much as you can. If you can't do something, do not get stressed about it, because honestly, it's not the end of the world. If you're struggling with anything in school, remember, talk to somebody. There's always somebody in your school that you can talk to, such as a counsellor, or I don't know, career guidance teachers. I don't know what you have in your school. If not, even all the teachers that are there, you can speak to them as well. They're not all enemies, trust me. Your favourite teacher, because everybody has a favourite teacher in their school. Speak to your favourite teacher. They'll help you. If you don't feel comfortable speaking to the counsellor, they can speak to the counsellor for you and give you the information and stuff like that. So there's always somebody that you can talk to in school. Just make sure you remember that. Don't let anything get to you. So if you ever need to speak to somebody, even if it's about something at home or something to do with your friends or anything, just remember, it could be schoolwork, another teacher. Speak to them. Make sure that you're not holding everything into yourself and that you're getting rid of all your, they're not such problems, but something that's going on in your head. Tip number 6, I think this is. Anyway, tip number 6 is to not take any shit. I shouldn't really say that, but anyway, don't take any crap from girls or boys even. I know boys can be as bad as girls nowadays. Don't take any shit from anybody. If anybody is giving you a hard time, remember, just put your head up and don't let it, just make it seem like it's not bothering you, even if it is bothering you. So this one will tie in with the other one. So if somebody is bothering you, just act like you don't care, act like you can't hear them. It's obviously easier said than done, but trust me, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. This kind of stuff will actually bring you down in school, and it can really affect you, actually, your grades. It can affect everything. So just act like the bigger person. Just think of it like, who's getting something out of this, you or them? You're going to act like the bigger person. And as well, if they're saying something, they're trying to bother you, and if you don't let it bother them and don't show them a reaction, then they'll give up. They'll just think it's not even annoying you. So just get over it, and if it's really serious, report it. So just remember, don't take it. Tip number 7 I have here is a very important one. I've been told this so much, and I just tell everybody, you don't understand. Don't give up. As hard as school seems, do not give up. I've given up, and I went back, and then I gave up again, and then I went back, and I've given up again. And I'm not in school at the moment, but I am in an education route, so I can still go to college and stuff like that. I haven't given up completely. I will have an education to back me. That shadow is so annoying. I'll fix it after. But anyway, yeah, so try not to give up. Remember, all these tips are really important for you to not give up. So remember, if you're involved and if you feel kind of a way, you speak to somebody and you only do what you can, and so you keep on top of stuff, it will make a big difference in the way that your attitude towards school is. Like, it will make a big difference. So just try not to give up. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you don't, because I'm contradicting myself, but just try as hard as you can to stay in, and yeah, you'll I don't think you'll have any regrets. I think you'll be so glad. You'll feel so much better in yourself when you actually achieve it, when you stay in school, or, you know, different stuff like that. When you do your exams, like, as stressed as you are, you're like, oh my god, I can't sit these. Then once you sit them and you pass them and you get a grade, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I actually can do it. And like, stuff like that will really motivate you. So just make sure that you stay there so you can achieve it for yourself, not for anybody else. Tip number 8 is to do yourself proud. So anything that you do in school or anything, anything in life, even outside of school, remember, do it for yourself. You don't want to do it for anybody else. My hand is actually annoying me in this camera, but anyway, yeah, so do it for yourself. Yeah, you need to just remember that anything that you do, you're the only person that's going to benefit out of it. When you get your good grades, you're the only person that's going to feel happy in yourself. Obviously your parents and that will be happy for you, but you're the only person that can actually sense, I done that work and I put that work in. When you finish school, you're the only person that's going to be able to go on to college. It's not for your parents to go on to college, it's for you. So you need to do yourself proud. So whatever's making you sad, make sure that you talk about it because it's for yourself. And anything that makes you happy, make sure you do it because it's for yourself as well. So when people are bullying you or getting at you, because that's a big thing when you go into secondary school, it happens all the time, you need to just remember that by you being the bigger person, you're going to achieve something yourself, and you're being the better person. It's just for yourself, so you need to keep yourself proud. Tip number 9 is to keep up with all the work that you've done in school, or that you get in school. So if your teachers give you homework, do the homework. You don't have to do extra homework. It's good if you do, but you don't have to. If you just keep up with the homework that they give you, do it on the day that they give you, or do it as soon as you can. If you have too much, maybe put it off till the next day if it's not due, but make sure that you've done it and you haven't forgotten about it. You need to just keep up on top of all the work so that you don't build up stress on yourself, and then the other stuff will kind of just flow in with your schoolwork. It'll be much easier. You'll have a better attitude when you realize that you're not going to school like, oh my god, I forgot to do that homework, and then you're not stressed and you're not worried going into class and stuff. So remember, just keep up with the work and school will be 10 times easier than it is. And the final tip is tip number 10. It's to stay organized. This will be a big tip for people who are messy. It drives me insane. Even my pencil case has to be organized. Like, if a pen doesn't have a lid on it, I'm gonna go crazy. Everything has to be so organized. So it's something that drives me insane, but it will help you a lot. It will really benefit you in school, because when you're going to class, you'll know you just need to grab out a book and the copy, and you know you're not rooting through like people in my school. They used to have like lockers with pages falling out of it, and like the pages would be all ripped up, and I'm just like, get yourself a folder. Like, that stuff used to just drive me insane. But if you stay organized, going to class and doing your homework and keeping on top of all your work, that will also be much easier. So all these tips, I should have put them in order because it probably would have been better, but they do tie in with each other. So when you do one tip, the second tip will kind of just flow, and the third one and the fourth one, and then there you go, you finished school, you've graduated, and life is a breeze. But there's some really good tips, because I know school's coming to the end now, but there is people that are going into secondary school, so I hope this benefits some of yous. Even if it just benefits one person, I'll be so happy. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, share, subscribe, put your post notifications on so you get notified when we upload. And any suggestions that you have for videos or anything you want to ask me, put them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, bye.